Good morning, boys and girls, and moms and dads. I hope that you are having a good day today, and maybe it's not morning anymore, but I hope your day is going well. My name is Mrs. Washy-Washy, and this is Mrs. Washy-Washy's classroom. It doesn't look like a classroom. I know it really is a dining room, and we turn it into a classroom every so often because I can't go to the classrooms now because of this virus, and we're trying to keep away from each other a little bit so that we don't make each other sick. And that's why I'm in my dining room for a classroom. Today, I wanted to share another book, but before I did, I wanted to show you the words that we had on the video yesterday. It says shower, and this is the sh sound, and this is the ow sound. And we talked about the fact that it was in cow. Remember, the animals were all in the tub. Well, Mr. Washy-Washy noticed that you couldn't really see those words on the board because of the light in the dining room. So this time we turn the light off, and I hope that you will be able to see what we write on the board, and you'll be able to see the words from the book. Today we're going to have one of my favorite books. It is called Splishy-Sploshy. Story by Joy Cowley, illustrations by Elizabeth Fuller. You are going to love the illustrations in this book. Here we go. Splishy-Sploshy. Story by Joy Cowley. Illustrations by Elizabeth Fuller. And this is the book when Joy Cowley introduces the messy meanies. Oh, those meanies, they're just magical. Magical meanies, and you're going to see what they get into. Splishy-Sploshy. The meanies found some paint pots in the garden shed. Let's play Splishy-Sploshy, those messy meanies said. They splished paint on the ceiling. They sploshed paint on the floor. They splished paint on the window. They sploshed paint on the door. Oh, look at all their handprints that they made, those messy meanies. Do they look like they're having fun? I think it does look like fun. Making a mess can be fun. While they were playing Splishy-Sploshy, along came Mrs. Washy-Washy. Just look at this mess, she screamed. Oh, I was just shocked. My shed was a mess. She went scrub-a-dub on the window. She went scrub-a-dub on the door. Oh, she's getting those fingerprints off, those handprints. Uh-oh. Then she grabbed those messy meanies as they came sneaking by. She tubbed them and she scrubbed them. Then she hung them out to dry. Oh, I'm glad those are characters and not real. It would not be fun to hang. Well, this might be a fun way to be hanging on the rope, but not the other ways. That's better, said Mrs. Wishy-Washy. But look at Mrs. Wishy-Washy. She's a mess. And she's going off and says, but remember, no more Splishy-Sploshy. It's fun to make up stories with make-believe characters. How many of you have ever made monster pictures or maybe a monster story? We know that monsters aren't really real, but in this book, one of the things I wanted to talk about was the way Mrs. Wishy-Washy wrote her words, what she used. And I want us to look at this. Ooh. Splish. Ooh, there's that sh sound again. Splishy-Sploshy. Joy Cowley likes to use the sounds when she writes to make it sound interesting. And what she does is she uses alliteration. And that's a big word, alliteration, but you'll learn it sometime so that it's right there on the tip of your tongue. Alliteration means that you use the same sounds when you repeat them. And that she uses Splishy-Sploshy. She also uses messy meanies. And I was thinking that it would be fun to make up some alliteration sentences using what the messy meanies made. The messy meanies could make messy meanies made a mushy meal, or the messy meanies made monster masks. Can you think of any sentences or maybe parts of a story that you can use alliteration in? That would be very, very good. And I'm going to write the word alliteration because it's such a big, it's a long word. There's the little word it. Alliteration. Look how long it is. I don't know if it shows up well. I may have to use my black so that it shows up better. Alliteration. Boys and girls, we can do so much writing, and it's so much fun to write and to use rhyme and to use alliteration. And those are some of the things that we will be sharing together when you come to Mrs. Wishy-Washy's classroom. And one of the reason why I tell you these stories and read to you these stories is when I was young, reading was hard for me. I was very, very lucky to have a daddy and a grandma and a mommy that would read to me all the time because reading was hard for me. And now I found out that after a while, if you read a lot, it is easy. And I didn't know that when I was younger, so I didn't do much reading, and so it didn't get easy for me. But once you start thinking about reading and reading all the time, it gets a lot easier. So I hope you spend some good time today reading books and rereading books that you enjoy. Well, I still have the same poem for washing, or not poem because I don't use rhyme in it. It's more like a saying. I have the same one that I used yesterday. I was thinking maybe some of you would write to me and make up a new one for me to use when we're washing our hands. So let's do this one today. Wishy-washy, wishy-washy, use some soap. Wishy-washy, wishy-washy, clean your hands. Wishy-washy, wishy-washy, between the fingers. Wishy-washy, wishy-washy, rinse them well. And I have my towel here that has 2 hours in it out. April showers bring May flowers. That owl sign, have you thought of any new words today or yesterday that have the sound of ow in them? Until next time, make it a great day. Goodbye.